See Ron, John's out here. John's out raking the yard. Look at all the sticks. There's John out there raking the yard. We're gonna try to get the yard all raked so that the grass will come in nice. It's already starting to turn green, so we'll get the yard raked up. And he's not paying anything, so he volunteered to rake the yard. And since today's the first good nice day, he's staying here for free. He was living in his car. He was sleeping in his car. He came up from Florida. He was sleeping in his car, but I gave him the back bedroom. He's gonna move when Ron gets here. He's gonna move upstairs to the bedroom upstairs because it'll be warmer then, because I didn't have any heat. So he'll move to one of the upstairs rooms when Ron gets here. But he's gonna clean up all the sticks in the front yard and rake all the little loose junk that's in the front yard and along the road out there, and try to get that cleaned up so the grass will come in nice. And we'll prune these branches out. I'm gonna get out there with the ladder and prune some of those lower branches that are sprouts coming off of my big tree out front. So we gotta take that down to the bonfire pit. But he'll get that raked up and get that drain. We're gonna clean up that drain out there. There's a drain. Wow, look at all the junk in the yard. That's from his second row right there. Look at all the junk coming out of the yard. Look at all of it. There's 2 rows going along there. We're gonna take the tarp and go down the middle and rake it up onto the tarp. And then I gotta get down in here and measure the pipe. Open up that hole. I'll make a video, show you. After I open it up, I'll make a video of the wellhead. But we gotta, when Rod gets here, we're gonna make a video on how to re-sleeve a well pipe, a well casing. So we know what we gotta do. We gotta rent one of those little backhoes. Those mini backhoes to push the pipe down in there. And I have to get down there today and measure the pipe so that we can order what's called pipe packers. They're packers.
What are they packing?
And then we'll put a new jet tip on it and all new pipe going down. We got to go down about 70 feet or so. So we're going to replace all of it all the way down and re-sleeve the whole pipe down about 60 feet or 50 feet, however deep we got to go to get it to where it's fixed, and then treat it. We're gonna treat it too while we got it all opened up. We're gonna treat it with some pool shock. You just use pool shock. You can put that down in there, and that'll treat it. That'll work. You let it sit for about 3 days, and it kills all the bacteria and stuff that may be down in the well from sitting. Probably just sitting, because I haven't been using it. But yeah, he's got quite piles going on. The traffic today has been really heavy. Traffic, good heavy traffic. When I opened up my business over there, my new Mexican restaurant, I should do pretty good here, because there's only you've got one sit down restaurant, Linwood Corners. You got that place, and then you've got the bar, and then you've got a pizza place that's in town. It's an old hotel. They sell really good pizza. So I'm not gonna do pizza. I'm gonna do Mexican food. So Juan is John. That's Juan, who is John. He's Mexican. He's 47 years old, believe it or not. So he's come here to live. He's gonna live here with us. We still have we still have this room. This is gonna be a bedroom. We're gonna turn this into a bedroom right in here. That'll probably be my bedroom. And then he's gonna move upstairs, and there's my bedroom right there for now. But I'm gonna move into there, and then here's the downstairs bathroom. I already redid this room. This has all been redone. I redid everything in here, and then here's the other bedroom here. This is where he's staying right now, and then I've got that going in there, and then upstairs I've got. You go upstairs. We've got 2 rooms up here. 2 rooms up here. So we're gonna have like a men's shelter. Here's one of the rooms right there. That's all been redone. I redid all this already. New carpeting and stuff. And then I started to redo this. I put a new window in, and this is all new drywall. I redid the tub here. All this is all new. These coatings, I did all these. I gotta do that. And I got another bedroom right here. Another big bedroom. I put a new piece of carpeting in here. It looks out over the building, and see that garage is coming out. That'll all be parking lot back there where the fire pit's at. That'll all be parking lot back there. So there's my roof over my garage. See, that's gotta be. We're gonna tear that down here in a few more weeks, and we're gonna split.
In a few more weeks, people. Okay.
From the garage.
You hear that?
And then I'm gonna do a property split.
How many weeks is a few, huh?
I don't have a mortgage on my property, so I can split it without having the bank interfere. And I gotta have a survey company come out and do this land split for me, and then I gotta submit it to the township. And then once they approve it, then I do a refinance on the house. That way I'll get the money to open up my Mexican restaurant. And we're gonna build rooms. We're gonna build rooms in the back of the building, back here, for people to stay in, to sleep in. So we'll be able to house more than just the people in the house. We'll be able to house 5 in here, and an apartment over top of the new garage that we're building over on this side. We're building a new garage on this side. So that'll be a new garage with an apartment upstairs. Menards has got a package, and you can buy a 2.5 car garage with an upstairs apartment, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy
2.5, like
garage.
A times and a half.
Like living quarters over top of the garage. So we'll have that. Ron will probably end up living in there. Who knows? He may end up just staying here in the house with me. And then over in the building over in the building there, the front half will be used for the Mexican restaurant, and the back half will be used for living quarters for anybody that may need men's shelter, as a men's shelter. So we'll put a new bathroom in and a new kitchen area in the back of this building over here. Put a new bathroom and a new kitchen in the back of this building, and an addition off the back of this building here with a 2-story with an apartment up there too. So I'll be able to build about 10 rooms, nice, probably about 10 by 12 bedrooms with they'll all be heated and stuff. So, and then a new garage behind this building here, a new garage back here, and then an upper apartment, 2 of them side by side, long skinny ones with a deck coming off the back. And then there'll still be plenty of room to do the drive-through around and go out that side. So I'll still have 2 big apartments up here too. So,
Hey guys, listen, I just want to say that, SJD, thank you, buddy. You're freaking great, man. I mean, the best one was this guy, alright? Thank you. Thank you, SJD, okay? Because you can't tame the freaking wolf, alright? I've just been incognito, okay? It's a different way of being incognito. It's like tincognito. And, so, I've been tested, guys, and I've been testing you. And, it's getting difficult to test, certain people, but, oh man, SJD, you're a kicker, buddy. I mean, I love you, guy. But, here's the thing, also, I'm getting ready to get out of here because I gotta dig a hole, okay? And it's right out front of my house. I'm gonna dig a hole in a bottomless pit. Alright? Robin's pit, okay? It's like, I'm gonna bury everybody who has the name Pitt. Or resembles it, or whatever. I mean, hey, look, guys, I'm getting ready to get up the frick out of here, man. Alright, because I've pretty much had enough. I've already filled everybody that needs to be filled, and I've already hired everybody that needs to be hired. So, man. Well, guys, look, let me tell you that I'm gonna get going now, okay? Alright, me and Money, well, we have a special relationship, to say the least. Me and Money. Oh my god. Oh man. But anyway, guys, I want to go back in time a little bit, okay? And I went with Blitzer, okay? I want him to explain what happened, okay? It was the incident, right? That, what happened was this. There was this guy, right, who was an ISIS member, of course, and he went in this nightclub somewhere around like June something or another, 12th, 10th, 2016, and, it's pretty funny how the stories are like, when you listen to them again, you can kind of figure out what's going on, again. So, look guys, I'm out of here, alright? If you can't tell, then you can't see, okay? If you can't see the rapture is fake, well then, hey, wait a minute. Are you a terrorist if you say that? That's crazy, man. You know what that means? That means oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say rapture. I meant rapture, okay? If they're gonna make you terrorists for saying it's fake, guess what? Oh my god, it's going to be fake as hell, and it's happening. So that's just a little confirmation, Robin. Robin. I love Robin. He's a character, man. I mean, he's like funny shit. Look, I don't know what happened, but with SJD, right? he's still gonna keep playing his role because that's what he does, and he's gonna house all of Mexico. All right, the south of the border is coming to the king of the south. Or wait a minute, yeah, that's right, king of the south. You know, because the king of the north is up, like the king of kings. You know, not no, Steve, nah. I don't think so. Nah. But you're a great contestant, okay? What's with all these people trying to have like two witnesses and being like Jesus or something? I mean, and Michael's helping everybody. It's so freaking hilarious. Especially Steve Fletcher. Oh man. He knows there's no freaking rapture. It's his job, stupid. Okay? He's supposed to come up with dates and mean nothing. And then in the end, he'll still revenge dates. But the only thing is, freaking Robin. He backs it up and he shows what he did and said, and it's happened. But I got all the other 450 false prophets, alright? They work hard for the money, and they love money. They're stupid, though, because they will be cleaning your freaking toilets. And me and Jesus, we're going to be sitting back like, yo, man, this was a great run, Jesus. And the other witness, back to the witnesses, guys. Why is it that Michael is helping a specific person and there's like two witnesses? I mean, is that the scripture or something? Is that what the world is playing out? Because I don't know. I don't know what I thought SJD was the Messiah. Oh man, he's my Messiah. He's Messiah for sure. Hey, God, he's not lying. He is my Messiah. Okay. So anyway, enough of me. Woof. You're up, you son of a bitch. Alright? You're too damn stiff and dead serious. Alright? And your freaking hair, you gotta do something with it. Because it's woofy, man. You know what I'm saying? Comb the damn thing. Okay? Anyway, guys, Woof Blitzer's gonna explain what happened in the Orlando, the first story that, you know, Daniel heard, and he's like, nah, I don't think so, okay? So, just like when you see this, just know you're gonna say, I don't think so.
Got some new video from inside the bar during the shooting. I want to play it for our viewers for the first time, but I want to caution them. This is potentially disturbing. Watch this.
One door! He's coming out this door!
Horrific, truly horrifying look inside the massacre. So Kyung, you're there, you're on the scene. What are you learning tonight?
Well, the FBI is trying to figure out exactly why this man would do this. This is someone who multiple friends have told CNN that they simply don't understand a normal guy, a guy who went to serve his country. So the FBI has been at his home, the home that he shared with his mother throughout the day, trying to piece the picture together of a disturbed mind. We're now learning more about the gunman who turned this California bar into a gruesome crime scene. Investigators identified him as Ian David Long, a 28-year-old war veteran. He entered the bar just before 11:30 p.m. carrying a .45 caliber Glock and an extended magazine. Friends say the divorced former Marine had frequented the bar often. But Wednesday night, he came to kill.
We got multiple people down. We need a lot of ambulances.
Initial 911 dispatches from the scene only hint at the horror unfolding inside.
We have one victim who was shot and is bleeding at the entrance.
College Country Night at Borderline Bar in Thousand Oaks, California, outside of Los Angeles, had drawn a crowd of more than 100 young patrons.
I saw him point to the back of the cash register, and he just kept firing. He shot the front doorman, bouncer, just a young man, and then he shot the cashier.
First responders rushed to the scene as survivors scrambled to escape.
Friends got the bar stools and they started slamming it against the window so we could get out.
Victims were carried out one by one, and desperate life-saving efforts took place in the parking lot. Still, many remained inside.
We're still missing 2 people. We can't find them.
Parents now just beginning to learn which of their children will never return.
Oh, son, I love you so much. Oh, Heavenly Father, just please.
The gunman was found dead inside the bar's front office, an apparent suicide, according to police. CNN has learned Long was a former infantry machine gunner who had served in Afghanistan. He was also known to police. Last April, law enforcement responded to a domestic disturbance at this Newbury Park home where he lived with his mother.
The mental health experts out there cleared him that day. The deputies went out to the call with the crisis team that felt he might be suffering from PTSD.
Richard Berg, who lives a block and a half away, tells us Long's mother feared for his future.
Saying that this is an individual that was either directed or probably, I think in all likelihood, inspired to take on this attack by some radical Islamist element, be it ISIS or Al-Qaeda, or though I think there's some indications it might be ISIS. And this is the biggest threat our country now faces in terrorism. It's the homegrown violent extremists.
50.
An individual like this, born in New York, raised in the United States, a U.S. citizen, living among us freely, and before he reaches the age of 30, becomes radicalized and inspired to take action like he did early this morning. And there are hundreds of people like this that we're watching all across the country that pose this threat. It's a really an emerging threat that is very dangerous, the hardest terrorist threat we've ever confronted in the history of this country.
And what can you tell us, Senator, about this 911 call that he placed approximately 20 minutes into this assault, pledging allegiance to the flag of the Islamic State?
My understanding is there was such a call made. I haven't heard the recordings. He pledged allegiance to ISIS, not to any particular leader, but that's irrelevant. Bottom line is that he certainly didn't do this. This is not some confused or deranged individual. This is a terrorist. He knew exactly what he wanted to do in the furtherance of an ideology he had bought into, an ideology that justifies and in fact calls for the death of the infidels. And he carried out this attack here in Orlando. This could have been in any city in America. Unfortunately, it was here. And my fear is that we're going to see more of this because you have a very significant homegrown violent extremist threat in America that continues to grow and is very difficult to identify or stop.
The lone wolf phenomena.
Well, the problem, obviously, Dan, is that identifying people who are out there with no formal connection to a group. Now, we've been lucky over the years as far as Islamic extremists are concerned, where they've been sloppy and they've said things over through the internet or contacted an informant or etc. to head them off. But when you go to an individual that maybe is keeping their mouth shut, they develop an ideology that motivates them to go commit this type of mega violence. And, you also could have two things going on here. I mean, could it be driven by an ISIS-inspired thinking? Perhaps. Is there an anti-gay overlay to it? Perhaps. So as the FBI, ASAC, basically in Orlando, said that this could go a number of directions, that it probably is some extremist. But is it an anti-gay organization? Is it driven by ISIS or some affiliated organization? Remains to be seen. But, I will tell you, the idea that it will take long to run that to ground, I don't think so. My guess is they know, as George mentioned earlier, a lot more information than they're sharing. They've got his identity. They may well be inside his computers at this point.
Brad, look, just a quick question about how law enforcement handled this situation. It dragged on for a long time, many hours.
Yeah, it sure did.
We know that the initial gunfire was at around 2 in the morning, but then it was around 5 in the morning that police used a Bearcat vehicle to break through the wall.
Yeah, that's correct,
and
yeah.
end the hostage situation.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Do you have any sense of why it would take that long?
Yes, because you don't know, Dan, what you're walking into. For example, there was some indication earlier that he had some sort of explosive device on him. One of the things, Dan, that drives what you do is what the witnesses are telling you. That's why it's
You know, the two witnesses?
who exited the nightclub. What did you see? What did you hear? Describe the shooter. Is there more than one? How many weapons does he have? Did he have explosive devices? Because all of that informs how you go into this club. The last thing you want to do is do an entry. There's explosive devices inside the club that will obviously harm your officers and other victims inside the club. So it's the idea of when do we have enough intelligence to actually enter the scene, and maybe something precipitated it. Maybe they got a tip that he was going to shoot other people or was actively shooting people, so now we're going in, or do we have enough intel and now we're going to make an entry?
Right, Brad, and I know that the authorities say that they saved 30 people during that hostage situation, but I have a question. The FBI spokesman was very adamant. He said they're going to bring every resource to bear for this investigation, but he said that he doesn't believe that there's a further threat
I don't believe it either.
in Orlando or across the country. How can he be so certain right now?
Well,
I guess he has a comfort level that this is, as Pierre said, a lone wolf, potentially. And
it's a lone wolf.
Acted alone, and maybe they have found it's not uncommon for lone wolves to make statements, either on the internet, they may write a message, etc. That may also be driven by what age we have as a shooter. If he's
they now have enough intel, apparently, to have a comfort level. There's a lone person, it's a single male, he committed this act. We don't even know why he committed this act. But he doesn't have tentacles in himself. You know, that was the big concern that we talked about. And San Bernardino, well, they were connected to the outside, and there was another shooting, and there was another act. It seems like they've eliminated that act.
Yeah, copycat, or copycat attacks, are those a possibility right now?
Paula, always a big concern. Always a big concern because people use shootings to justify their own shooting or potential shooting. So could this trigger another mass shooting? Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the spike of up and down in school mass shootings, there is a tendency of them to come in maybe 3 or 4 at a time, perhaps, over a short period of time. So huge concern for law enforcement. But again, if you don't have the intel, you can't act.
Yeah, we always worry about this kind of horrific contagion. Brad Garrett, thank you. And just to point out that 42 people, police are saying, have been transported to local hospitals, and the mayor is telling us that probably upwards, north of 20 people killed in this attack.
Guys, I have breaking news. All right, here's the deal, guys. The next attack, excuse me. I am Dr. King, by the way. I forgot to mention who I am. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that I forgot my cap. But here's the deal, guys, all right? The next killing... guys, is, there's going to be, over in this church, right? They're going to go over there, and what they're going to do is, guys, there's a guy, and he has a new way of killing people. Oh, my God. It's so freaking hilarious. Like, literally. Wait till you hear the way he kills these people, okay? There's this new guy out there. Hey, wait a minute. Who am I? I'm Dr. Oh, crap. Sorry. What's that? No, I didn't see it. Okay, you're still good? All right. It's going to be a bombing. It's going to be the bomb, Robin. All right? What they're going to do is, hey, guys. I got John, I got Juan, I got Samuel, I got Peter Pan, Piper, Pepper, and they're all coming to my house, all right? And, oh wait, I'm back in character. Anyway, guys, look, I have breaking news, okay? there's a man on attack. His name is Peter Pan. And he's going around, I mean, that's the name he's claiming, Peter Pan. Because he picked the Piper Pepper and he owes Peter some pipers or something. Anyway, he's walking around killing people. I mean, it's hilarious. You know how he's killing them? It's an ISIS member. He's claiming to be Peter Pan. I mean, I'm just straight telling you from St. Petersburg. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, his brother's name's Paul. His mom's name's Patricia. His brother's name is Parliament. I don't know. And anyway, what he does is he goes around. He's testing people. All right, he's testing people. Okay, and people failing the test because when you're being tested, and he's going around tickling, he's literally tickling with a feather, guys. He's tickling people to death. Oh my God. Oh man. He's literally, he has the feathers from a duck because they all flock together. So it's the same feather from the feather of my dad, whatever. He has a feather, he tickles, and people are laughing to death because they're being tested. And, man, I tell you what, only if they knew, how they're being tested and what they're being called after they're done being tested, after they're being tickled to death. It's hilarious because they're being testicled, you know what I'm saying? And they keep failing the test and they get tickled to death. So, yeah, I mean, hey, look, guys, SJD has some, he has some testicles on him. I tell you, I mean, why did you make me say that, man? They're going to think something different of me after this. Like I was the shooter of the nightclub. You know what I mean? Look, guys, I'm Peter Pan. I picked the piper, picked the pepper, and I got to go around tickling people to death. I mean, literally. It's Robin Hood's about, man. You can be tickled to death. And with a feather. All right. So, look, guys, I come in peace. It's just a peace. It's like peace, you know. Peace, man. All right. Love, peace, and can we all just get along? All right. Hey, peace out. Don't be tested and tickled to death. All right.